So over the past week, I've done a little bit of fall shopping. I have a couple new beauty products, a couple updates to my wardrobe, and then some desk accessories. So things from Madewell, Anthropologie, Sephora, and DSW. Just a couple things from each store, but I thought if you were looking to do some updates for fall like I was, that this might give you some ideas. So I'm gonna go ahead and start out with Sephora. Is anyone really surprised by this first purchase? I think I knew the second I saw this, I was gonna end up with it. Sarah and Karen had tagged me on one of Bite's pictures on Instagram, and they were doing a little preview, and I thought it looked fantastic. This is one of the Bite holiday kits, and they did something very similar last year. This one is called the Best Bite Rewind. And where last year's featured the high pigment lip pencils, this one is featuring the matte cream lip crayons. I like both formulas. These, while they're called matte, they're really not a true matte. They don't look very dry on the lips. They're more of a satin finish, but they last really well. And I just loved all the ones I had. So this one, you get 4 colors and 3 are brand new. And the one that you can buy full size is aubergine, which is a gorgeous color. So I think Bite really figured out the formula last year, and they kind of stayed in the same vein at this time. So you get a nude, a rose that I think is going to be very universally flattering, a red color, and then this deep kind of vampy purple. So what I have on right now is the 2 lightest shades, Cafe, which is the peachy nude, and then Tort, which is more of the rose. I love them. I think Tort is a little bit more pink on me than I was expecting, but I still really like it. I think it's one of those shades that really brightens up your complexion. So if you've never tried Bite before, $25 for 4 really nice sizes. I think this would be a great introduction to the brand. And if you love Bite like me, this is a great option. And if you were getting a jump start on your holiday shopping, this would make the perfect gift for girlfriends or coworkers who are into makeup, so I'm very happy. This is, I think out of everything I'm gonna show you, this is one of my favorite purchases. The only other thing I bought at Sephora, which I was really good because I'm pretty sure if they keep in with what they've been doing for the past couple years, that there will be a VIB sale in November. So I'm cooling my jets until then. I don't wanna make any big purchases until the sale. But you know when you get Sephora orders from online, there are some samples I get really excited about, but I'm just never that enthused about perfume samples. But I think it was at like the beginning, maybe somewhere around the beginning of September, I got one from the brand Commodity, which it's a Sephora, of course they carry it at Sephora, but not all the Sephoras in my area have it, just a couple. And from what I can tell about the brand, they have quite a few different perfumes in their line, and they're kind of separated in black bottles and white bottles. And the blacks are more musky and the whites are more light and airy, and you're meant to kind of mix them together and create your own custom scents. So the sample that came in that Sephora package was called Moss, which is like the least appealing perfume name I have ever heard ever. And so I sprayed it on myself and immediate love. And I even brought that perfume sample to Sarah's wedding, and that's the perfume I wore all weekend. Absolutely loved the sample, and the sample went by really quick. I don't think there was a lot in it. So I told myself, like, you know, just wait and see if you keep thinking about it. And I really did. I just kept thinking, oh, I wish I owned that because I thought it smelled so good. So I went in and looked at it at one of the Sephoras in our area, and the full size bottle is beautiful, but it's $99. So I thought that I'll either maybe ask for that for Christmas or my birthday, but they did have a travel size one. And I like that instead of a roller ball, this is an actual spray. So I bought it in the scent Moss, which is the sample that I got. And when I looked it up online to like look at the notes so I could tell you guys, it says it's a spring scent, like it's supposed to be like the best spring has to offer, but it smells very earthy to me and just reminds me of fall. So maybe this is one that I'll wear year round, but I think it's especially good for fall. So let me look at the notes really quick. Some of the notes are eucalyptus, oak moss, orange blossom, cashmere woods, cedar wood, amber, and white musk. And while it is that really warm scent, it still has a little bit of a crispness to it, which I really like. So this is one, if they carry this brand at your Sephora, I would definitely go in and spray it and see what you think, and maybe put it on yourself and see how it wears in your skin. And then just this past weekend, I met up with Sarah and Karen, and I hadn't seen them forever. So we had a good old-fashioned catch-up over brunch and then coffee. And then we were in the Mosaic District, if you're familiar with the area, and they have a brand kind of new, within like the past month or two, newly opened Madewell. So Karen and I went in there and we walked around, and Karen had bought a shirt and she had Snapchatted it to me a while ago, and it looked so good on her. And it happened to be on sale the day that we were there, and then the sale was an additional 30% off. So I tried it on, and it's just really soft, and I think that this is gonna be a perfect shirt for the weekend. So I'll try to hold it up, but it's pretty basic, just a black and blue checked pattern, and it's short sleeve, but the material is really soft, and most of the plaid shirts I own from Madewell are long sleeve. So I think this is gonna be perfect for this time of year as we kind of like move into colder weather. And I think the original price well, they've covered over the original price, but I'm guessing it was like $70-ish. That's usually what their plaid shirts are, but I got it for $33, so I thought that was a pretty good deal. And then also their jewelry was 30% off, and these little studs, I think I will get so much wear out of these. And for 30% off, I thought that was a pretty good deal. And then the last thing I got at Madewell, this was an impulse purchase. I was actually wearing the sweater I have on now. I was wearing it that day. And they had this beautiful necklace, which I will try to get up and show you. Hold on. Please excuse the microphone, but this is the necklace. And it looks like 3 separate ones, but it's a single piece. They all clasp together. And I think this bottom one is kind of supposed to look like Courier marble. And I'll be able to wear this with so many different things, but I thought it was especially pretty with the pattern of this sweater. I just thought they went together really nicely. I don't know if I would have bought this at full price, but for 30% off, I thought it was a good deal. So then we walked down from Madewell to Anthropologie, and there was 2 things on my list, but that Anthropologie had recently had like a little mini makeover where they really expanded the beauty section. And I actually really like looking at the beauty section on Anthropologie.com, but there's something about seeing everything in person. So we got to smell all the perfumes and look at all the different body care products. And if you remember, when I first got my Inkwell press planner, I had taken all these pictures and put them on Instagram, and there was this tube of lip balm, and a lot of you guys asked about it. It had flamingos all over it. It's a fine lip balm. It's nothing like really like super unique. It's the packaging that makes it so nice. And in this Anthropologie, they had that one. They had a much larger range of those. And there was this one when this packaging was just so cute. It has little mini bobby pins all over it. So they're called hydrating lip tints, and the brand is the Artist Studio. I've only ever seen these at Anthropologie. It says a hint of color and a ton of moisture. So again, this isn't giving like a ton. It's not like a lipstick. It really is just a tinted lip balm. But the packaging is so cute. They're really lightweight, so they're just nice to toss in your purse. I've been wanting to make the desk where I do all my planning and store my washi tape and notebooks look a little bit nicer. So the first thing, I had seen this online and thought it was really cute, is a tea light holder. And I really like the copper accent it has. So I thought I could use this for an actual candle and just set it on the desk, or I could use it to house something like pens. So I thought it would just be really pretty. And then you guys know that I love Lorena on Instagram, and her handle is East LaRue. She takes the best planner pictures by far, and I really like her style. And she and I both really like Rifle Paper Company, and we both have a lot of the notebooks. And right now mine are just stacked up, so they don't look that nice. But she posted, this has been a while ago, and I just bookmarked it so I could remind myself, but she had this little basket from Anthropologie, and she lays all of her Anthropologie notebooks in here. And I thought it looked so nice, and I thought it would look really pretty on my desk instead of just a stack. So this is called a berry basket, and it's made out of copper wire and a little bit of wood. And I found this in the kitchen section at Anthropologie. I'll tell you something else I bought. I bought a collar for Zeus because he gets in everything, and so now he jingles wherever he goes, so I can know where he is and what he's getting up to. While we were getting coffee, I noticed that Sarah was wearing the cutest ankle boots, and I complimented her on them, and she said that she had gotten them just recently at DSW. And for the past 2 falls and winters, I have worn 1 pair from Target, and they have been my best friend, and I have loved them so much. Just so incredibly comfortable, but unfortunately they're starting to kind of show that love. So I'd be a little bit embarrassed to wear them to work. They're starting to look a little bit ratty. I'd probably still wear them on the weekend, but I knew that this year was probably the time I was gonna have to replace them. And I asked Sarah if she minded if I copied her, and she said she was fine with it, which the 3 of us are really kind of chill about that. We have a lot of very similar things, or the same things. We all have the same bags, and we had very similar boots last year, which I think some of you guys commented on in one of my mini vlogs. But I love that about them, and I love that we all have similar tastes and can kind of share things. So after I left them, I went to my grandmother's house, and then after that, on the way home, I stopped by the DSW near her, and they had them in stock. They're from the brand Lucky Brand, and I love this color. I would wear them with this shirt. I would wear them with the plaid shirt. I think this kind of cognac color goes with so many different things, and they're already so soft. They look a little bit lived in already, which I think is beautiful, and they're incredibly comfortable. I got my true size 7.5, and then if you follow me on Instagram, I just walked up and down the aisles of DSW making sure that I really liked this fit. So I think these are gonna be fantastic for me this fall, and then as we move into winter. That is all for my fall haul, and I hope you enjoyed seeing some of the things. And if you've gotten anything really great for fall lately, leave that in a comment down below. I would love to read it. I think I'm also gonna try to film a quick flip through of the 2016 Inkwell Press Planner today, so you'll see that video coming up soon. That's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.